about what this defense could do.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about number 1 in the league or even historic defense.
Who said guys said that? I ain't say that. Who said that?
A lot of guys were saying that. Deshaun Elliott was saying number
Oh,
1.
yeah,
You know, Thornhill was saying they could be the best defense on time. Tomlin said you guys could be historic.
Yeah.
What gives you optimism that you guys can still reach some of your own goals? And what we have to do better to achieve that?
Oh, well, shoot, because I've been in this position before. I just came from that in Philly. Same kind of schedule. I had, the first 4 weeks we didn't play as well as we needed to. Then we had the bye week come up. Same thing as this schedule is, we got a bye week in week 4. Of course, we wouldn't listen to the standard up in Philly at the time. Right now I feel as we as a group, collective, that we're not playing to our full potential yet either. So, and next thing you know, I was end up being, the number 1 defense and the Super Bowl champion in the league that year. So, the same thing same thing, high hopes for the same thing with this team as well. So thankfully it's early, and we all can learn from our mistakes and continue to keep getting better and keep building off each and every week to go out here and prepare to be greater.
You talked about what got you out of that in Philly?
What's that?
What changed in Philly?
Just more of we just had a good talk with each other as men, and we sat down and know what our main goal was, and our main goal is to win games, and however they come, we got to win it, man. And we know for sure that defense wins championships, so we wanted to make sure that's what it was, and that's what we stamped on. So I know in this aspect, in this world over here, is the same way. They believe in defense, so we got to continue to keep playing great defense, and so we can make it far.
You talked on the Richard Sherman podcast about the challenges of when you take on multiple roles of locking in on all the details and the several different things, especially with guys like Jalen. When do you see that usually flip? Or what does it take to flip that switch? Because we've seen a lot of you guys be very detailed in matchup week by week, just in your long pro career.
Hold on, say that again.
Like you talked about the challenges of getting all the details right, right? When do you usually see that switch flip, or what does it take to get that switch to flip?
I mean, just dialing in. Like, ain't much like it's more of a, want than anything. Just go out there and just, your assignment, do a little extra work after, the meetings, whatever need to be done. All these guys in here are professionals, so I don't know their role or how they want to handle their situation about helping themselves out, but we doing the best job I know we can in the building, and so I know guys just want to continue to keep meeting after work and stuff, so we will continue to do that and get better.
You mentioned the vibe. You mentioned the vibe of the defense.
You're in your tippy toes, in case.
Yeah, short, no problem. You mentioned the vibe. Having sit-down conversations that have worked out on teams you've been on in the past. Do you get that same kind of vibe right now, this early on? Is this team having those conversations, sitting down with each other? This is what we need to do differently.
Yeah. Hey, Jay, you need to get to your locker.
I'm being patient.
Oh, okay. Say that again. I almost forgot what
That's
you said.
okay. Yep. The teams you've been on in the past, you said you guys would sit down, have those conversations to fix things. Do you get that same type of vibe that this team, this defense is going to be able to fix that this early on?
Of course. We got a lot of guys that's in this building that's very veterans. Got Hall of Famer guys. So everybody know what it takes to get to the next level. So, everybody just had a different way of getting there. So all of us go probably put our minds together and trying to find a way to help this team get better.
Yesterday, Mike said, as far as the kick return situation, he didn't have anyone, planned right now that Caleb isn't going to go back there and return kicks right now. But how important is that, to know what's going on special teams? It's a couple days out from, the next game.
It's very important.
In your opinion, is that something, do you guys have any input on that, or how much are you working on that in practice?
Nope. We'll go out there today, and we'll just work on whatever we have to work on today. And getting ready for the Patriots. They're a good team, very well coached, and so we're just going to make sure that we're doing everything we can to win this game.
You guys watched the film now yesterday, or Monday, I guess, after that muffed return, but what did you see? What did Caleb take from that?
Well, listen, we all have to know the rules, and that's the first step in being able to execute. And so I know that Caleb's doing everything he can to make sure that he's prepared for his next opportunity, whenever that might be. And we're all excited to go out there and practice.
You talked about this a little bit after the game, but Mike's saying that he won't have the opportunity to return to kicks for now. But what's your advice for a young kid to make sure that he can get back out there and his confidence isn't shaken too much long term?
Yeah, he's got to have short-term memory for sure. He has to go out there and make sure that, just like we all do, right? I mentioned it after the game, this last game. We all have parts of our game that we wish we had back. Otherwise, we would have come out with the victory. if we all played perfectly. So he's just got to put his head down and continue to work. It requires a certain level of humility, which I know he has. I'm confident in his ability to go out there and get it done.
How has his response been, in your opinion, so far to that?
He's been responding how I would expect him to. Like I said, we're crunching down the film, and we're going out there and just seeing how we can be better.
What have you been able to learn just kind of sitting back and watching these last couple of weeks?
Really just different schemes, how offense like to attack the defense, things we need to work on as far as a unit, and how we can compete at a higher level.
What's it been like watching just the process of, you get through training camp, now you're seeing what week-to-week meetings like are, the quick turnaround of preparing for one team, preparing for another?
I think it helps me. I've been in every meeting, been in every walkthrough, every practice, even though I'm not out there participating, but just learning the schemes, like I said, and learning the type of defense we putting in, new defenses. Just me staying the course and staying on top of my game.
Derrick, how do you deal with emotionally with wanting to be out there and make a difference, and what kind of difference do you think you can make when you get out there?
I've been through a lot of my life, so emotionally I feel like I'm battle tested. So nothing too much emotionally can test me. But right now, my biggest focus is just getting out there to help my team win games.
Mike mentioned yesterday that since you're a rookie and this would be your first game getting back into, they might take a little bit more precaution, a little bit more preparation. Have you noticed that at all? I know you don't have much to compare it to, but.
Yes, yeah.
How so?
Just staying on top of me and me just being in that training room working as hard as I can to get back.
How you feeling? Do you feel 100%? Do you feel like you're ready to go?
I'm ready to go. If my number's called, I'm ready to go.
Are you going to ramp up your practice availability this week?
We're going to see.
If anything, you just think about all the hard work you did getting up to that point. So when you hit that, it's like kind of like a damn kind of thing. But at the end of the day, work is nothing new to me. So just looking to put one day in front of the other. And obviously got a fresh start here. So excited to do that. Excited to meet all the guys, meet all the coaches, and just have some fun with this thing.
Were you kind of gauging opportunities? How is it that you ended up here?
I think you'll be crazy if you're not. If this is your profession and you're not looking to see what's going on around the league. Obviously, I got a lot of homies on different teams. So over the course of the time I've been out, I've been talking a little shit here and there. So keeping up with the guys, but also taking notes too, seeing how different people playing, keeping up with my LB friends, giving them different keys here and there. It's been a different perspective outside looking in, but it was definitely beneficial. But now I'm excited to get back to work.
But was this your first offer? Or?
Oh no, I had a few. Had a few in there. Not going. None of that mattered though. I'm where I need to be.
Why is this one attractive to you?
Worked out. Everything is. I feel like it's all about timing. All about put everything in God's hands. I think everything is a blessing. Coach Tomlin know a bunch of people that I know, especially me growing up. All those kind of things. So it's been good. It's got a family feel here. Not saying it's not a family feel everywhere else, but this kind of felt like a good fit.
How long did it take you to get up
being
there?
Pretty physical, especially in run defense. What do you think you bring to the run defense?
So that's a good characteristic to have when you're playing football. So that's something I would like to bring with me everywhere I go. Just a physical player and doing whatever I need to do to help teams win. I think we got a good group here, so we're just looking to get better.
How long did it take you to get recovered from your back injury?
Well, that was a new thing for me, so I never had an injury like that one. So obviously I tried to do a little hip toss move and work out in my favor. So now I got used to doing that move a little bit better. So it took some time to get back, probably a little longer than I thought or I would like to do. So now I'm just looking to get me back at it. I feel 100%.
It was like, one play here or there, one person, not getting their assignment done to the best of their ability. And, it turned into a negative play or, something didn't work out in our favor. So just making sure we're dialed in on the details.
Aaron said he noticed, no one was hanging their head after this loss. What did you notice today in practice? Any differences coming off of the loss?
No, it was, normal work day, but I think it feels good just to be back to, getting the football, getting to a new opponent, and just putting the game behind us.
What are you kind of looking for as a response from this offense, from this entire team going into week 3?
Nothing in particular because we faced adversity during the first Jets game and nobody hung their head and nobody blinked. So just keeping that steady attitude, steady, persona about ourselves that, bad things are going to happen or everything's not going to go our way. So just making sure that we're, keeping our head high and just leaning on each other.
PK Aaron was just saying that need to see some more opportunities in the red zone. What can you guys do to be more consistent, just offensively moving forward?
Just staying ahead of the sticks, not shooting ourselves in the foot with bad penalties or negative plays on first and second down, and staying in third and manageable so we can sustain drives.
Assume that they're going to try to test Nick and Marvin and Jack. As a competitor, do you wish for that? You hope for that? You're like, okay, bring it on if you're them, those three guys.
Hell yeah, the guy's more than capable. If you're on this level, you're capable of it. If you wasn't capable of it, you wouldn't be here. Especially in the AFC North, they scout pretty well. They know guys. They know how they can play. And I know they just brought Marv up, right? Yeah. So I mean, he could do it. We all seen it. It's just the point of us going out there and do it consistent. I don't doubt any of those guys that's in that position.
How do you view them running away from TJ so much? Crazy amount.
Yeah, I think it's just situational. Like you just see. Half the time the ball is on the left hash and they get into the right and then they start their drives off the ball's on the right hash, running to the left, whatever it may be. So it's always a mix and match. But I think just definitely, I think it's been a little bit more explosive runs going to the right for whatever reason. Yeah, I think we'll get that solved pretty quick.
You guys had the chance to go back and watch the film. What are some of the biggest things you're looking to clean up here going into next week?
Just small fundamental details. Be where you're supposed to be, do what you're supposed to do, be physical, and just get to the ball. Me personally, I feel like getting to the ball is like one of my biggest assets, and I haven't been doing that. So I think that's going to be the biggest key for me personally is just getting to the ball.
Patrick, we talked before the season. You said the vibe is high. Is it still?
Yeah, it's early. I mean, it's going to week 3. We play in New England, a great team. Got new players, a lot of new players, but great pieces. So it's definitely a challenge. It's going to be a competitive game, and I can't wait.
Kind of along those lines, like there was a lot of excitement about this defense and what you guys could accomplish. What gives you confidence you can still play up to those high standards?
We're still the same guys. We all got confidence in each other. We all know what it takes. Every single one of us want to be great, and I think if it was a different vibe right now, I think if nobody really gave a damn about anything, that was when you should be worried. But everybody's still high hopes. We all got each other back, and we just ready to go out there and prove it.
How have those conversations been when you guys have not just gone through the film, but then when you're trying to figure out, okay, we got to get this right? How have those conversations been? Have they been productive?
Yeah, they've been good. They've been smooth. I mean, it's not, like I said, there's no panic. The vibes are high. It's just a point of us going out there and emphasizing in practice every single play, not taking no shortcuts, just doing the small details, like I said, doing it consistently, being physical, getting to the ball, just every single thing that you're supposed to do, every single play, doing that at practice.